Hi, you're watching TV9 News. I'm Pratibha, and quite a surprise statement that has come in from the Pakistan Army General when he said that India and Pakistan should bury the past and move forward. But interestingly, in the same breath, he also spoke about the Kashmir issue. What is causing Pakistan to make this statement suddenly? Can Pakistan be trusted? And now, all of a sudden, why have these statements come in? Is it because of the FATF? Is it because of a change in leadership in the United States? Is it something more? To discuss more on that, joining me now is an expert, a former diplomat, Ashok Sajanhar. Many thanks for joining us. Mr. Ashok, how do you look at this statement by the Pakistani general? Do you think we should be cautious about this statement? Because while Pakistan says that we should bury the past, in the same breath, it also speaks of Kashmir. Not just that, it also wants India to take the first step. So, how do you look at it?
First of all, Pratibha, I would say it is not all that surprising because I think sometime or the other, all their military leaders and all their prime ministers, they have spoken about burying the hatchet and moving forward and having a peaceful solution with India. So they have always been talking about this, whether it was Rahil Sharif, whether it was Kayani, whether it was before that even. Other army chiefs, they have all spoken about it. But I think all those statements have been very tactical. When they are facing international pressure or when they are facing domestic pressure. So I think here also I would like to take it in that spirit that if they are saying that let's bury the past, then it is basically Pakistan which has been sort of harping on the Kashmir issue. And as far as India is concerned, Kashmir is not the core issue between the two countries. It is terrorism. It is terrorism that Pakistan foments. It is the safe havens that it provides to terrorist groups. It funds them, it finances them, it trains them, it sends them across to India. So, by very conveniently saying that you move forward, they are saying, we will not, there will be no obligation upon
Hmm.
us to take any action against all those who were involved. Now, in terms of what could be the reasons, you mentioned yourself in your opening comments
Hmm.
about the FATF. I think FATF definitely is a very, can be a very important reason
Hmm.
because now it's close to 3 years, June 2018, that they were put in the grey list as far as FATF is concerned. And they have really not been able to make much progress. They have not been able to take any action against the terrorist groups and the individual terrorists, whether it is Jaish-e-Mohammed, this Lashkar-e-Taiba. They have not taken any action, and unless they take action against those,
Hmm.
and they are known to be in the likes of Hafiz Saeed and the likes of Masood Azhar, and we
Hmm.
know that they are in Pakistan. I don't think FATF is going to relent.
Hmm.
Secondly, I think their economic situation, it is in dire straits. Inflation is going up, productivity is coming down. There is no investment coming until they are moved out of FATF. There will be
Hmm.
no investment that will be coming in. I think we should ask Pakistan to, walk the talk, to do what it professes in terms of reducing the support that it provides to terrorism. Now we've seen, of course, that there is ceasefire on the IB and on the line of control. So that is holding, but that could be temporary. So let us see what happens. Let's take it forward as we, in terms of the situation. But
Hmm.
Pakistan should be held to its statements and to any of its commitments before India can think of doing taking some positive steps on that. Fatima.
Okay. So, you spoke about Pakistan being isolated. Under Imran Khan, we do see that Pakistan has been isolated much more than it was before. It doesn't find favor with the with Saudi as well, and this is something that Pakistan is also facing for the very first time. As far as China is concerned, it's more of a friendship of convenience. It can't be called a friendship of equals. So that's another reason as well, like you mentioned. But now that Pakistan has put this on the table, Firstly, does it put India on the spot? Because Pakistan says that it's ready for talks. We do know that this is something that has been offered because of the constraints that they themselves have been facing. But asking India to take the first step, does it put India in a spot? Firstly, that. And secondly, do you think there are a few issues. How should India respond to it? Should there be a few bargaining chips, like that of Hafiz side, a few issues that India needs to talk about to Pakistan? Should it take up this opportunity to move forward its agenda?
I think India should ask them to say to be very categorical and prove that they are sincere by stopping the support and assistance that they are giving to the terrorists in their country. So, and take action, take concrete, irreversible action, not sort of putting them in under house arrest, which can be reversed immediately. All that sort of things have been done in the past also, but they have not really resulted in anything significant, anything meaningful, anything concrete. So I think India should demand that before we start on to something more substantive in terms of our conversation, in terms of our dialogue with them, they should demonstrate their sincerity and their
Yeah.
seriousness in this by stopping all support to terrorists and terrorism against India.